Ever thought about launching an app to make money in your sleep? My name is Fernando. I'm a teen entrepreneur, and I've spent several thousands of dollars learning what not to do when launching a business app, specifically to sell retail tea products. Now, there's also virtual products that ZEN'S Tea House sells, herbalism classes, PDFs. So I thought it was going to be an easy implementation. It's easy to implement, it's hard to make a profit. I'm going to share with you these hard lessons learned so that you can avoid the mistakes that comes with entrepreneurship. My name is Fernando. I'm the founder and CEO of ZEN'S Tea House. I make these videos to help tea entrepreneurs find success, and I share it with our wholesale accounts. We have customers that sell tea to other businesses. Sometimes we private label and drop ship it to them, and we teach them the same things that we implement in our companies to be successful. I say companies plurality because there's a number of businesses that ZEN'S Tea House does business as. So let's begin with the number one reason why you do not want to launch an app. The costs are very high and the ROI is very low. Even with apps like Base 44 and Replit and Cloud, there's so many new apps where AI, you just type in the prompt and it makes it for you, and it sounds so good. It really is nice and cool, but there is a pay to play to get started. It's kind of like a Shopify website. You could build a Shopify website really quickly and fast, but if you want to scale and grow it, it gets very expensive. And by the way, if you're not making sales on Shopify, they're still charging you. If you are trying to make sales through these AI platforms, Base 44, Replit, I like Replit, by the way, more than Base 44. I can give you my synopsis. You'll leave a comment below and I'll share with you my experience. I worked with developers here in LA, overseas. I used Upwork. I did a lot to get started. And I'm telling you, it can get very expensive very quickly if you want to scale and grow and make a profit. That's something that app developers will not tell you because there's a compromise. Why would they share with you reasons why not to start a business where they get paid? There's like a 0.5% chance that your app will make over $100,000 a year. If you work with me, I could probably guarantee you a 15%, a 1 out of 8 chance that you will make $100,000 a year selling tea, and it costs way less than starting up an app that's going to make $100K a year. Well, second reason why you don't want to build out an app is the ongoing maintenance. Like I mentioned to the Shopify, that parallel or that analogy is when you get a website that's running so well, it costs money to maintain. If you get an app to operate to where it can generate or it can receive so much traffic, so much download, and it doesn't flip out, you need an infrastructure, and that costs money. You often need a developer or in-house IT person who can help you scale and grow with the inevitable challenges like bots coming in and downloading and creating fraud on your app. You don't want that, especially with Apple taking 30% right off the top. Number two is the maintenance cost. Number three, people just don't want to download apps. Millennials are less likely to say, hey, I don't really have the space on my phone anymore. Boomers, they don't want to download something. They have a hard enough time just searching the internet. And the Gen Zs, the people who are the youngest, well, they're broke. They're probably not going to be spending money on these apps. So even if you, now there's disclaimers, there's ways to get around it, and I've learned that, but for the sake of you, I'm going to tell you there's a very less than 1% chance that you're going to make over $100,000 return on investment on your app. That's number four, and that is it costs money to share that app. There is so much advanced technology right now that you can get apps in front of people. You can get a lot of people to download the app, but you got to pay for it. Advertising, some of the biggest app developers who are telling you, hey, I can make this app for you for as little as ... and I can do it really quickly. Well, they won't tell you that you have this app, but now you got to pay for it every month. There's maintenance fees, and you got to advertise it. You can make this beautiful tea, wooden space. It's comforting, it's beautiful. It's right on Washington Boulevard. That's where we're at, straight down to downtown LA. But they won't tell you how much it costs to maintain this space and the wear and tear if you don't have ads, if you don't have traffic. That's number 4. You spend quite a bit of money getting that expensive app, even if it's inexpensive, but to get it big and scale and grow, you gotta make money and you gotta spend ads on that. Finally, the 4th one is there's widgets. If you have a WordPress website, if you have a really good web developer, they can use some of the same technology that's available on apps on your phone. It's called a web interface. Advancements in technology have made it so much easier. What an app was able to do 10 years ago, now a lot of online platforms can use. Of course, there's restrictions, there is a pay to play, but when you count apples to apples, the just amount of money that you have to spend to make a really good app, along with the ongoing maintenance and these companies like Apple taking 30% right off the top. Yes, you can scale and grow really quickly, but the return on investment is so much lower now. And with bots being at an all-time high, Meta, Facebook, they're now saying that bots are real people. Of course they want to, because they want people to run ads so they can click, and businesses who sucker into playing in that game will say, yeah, I got 1,000 likes and 1,000 followers. Yeah, I only sold two orders, but I'm growing. That's why this whole infrastructure is set up. And I'm not against technology. I love technology, but I'm telling you right now, as a company that works in commodities, a business that is a restaurant, cafe, that's wholesaling, that's drop shipping, that has web digital products to download. I have a fairly diverse background, portfolio of experience, which means I just lost a lot of money and I paid for it and survived, because education is expensive and the best education is real life experience. I'm telling you this so that you don't make the same mistakes. And if you're like, Fernando, I don't care your failures, I'm going to do better than you, love it, go right at it. You can work with me and I can help you navigate and kind of cut the costs and the time so that you can find success, because there are ways to make it possible. I'm not a guy who's going to say, no, it's impossible. It's not me. I'm just warning you and giving you advice that if you're a TEA entrepreneur or any business owner that's trying to get into an app or develop an app to help grow their business, it's kind of like a book. You know, you're going to spend a lot of time and it's not really going to make you much money. It's notoriety, but unlike a book that's once it's paid for, it's up there, an app, you have to continue to keep it alive, and that costs money, and it's probably just not the best business move. Hope you liked this video. I hope you found it was helpful and insightful. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment below or email me, Fernando@ZEN'S.com. We have a whole playlist dedicated to tea entrepreneurs. It's called Growing the Tea Industry. And if you found this helpful, please let me know, because I'm really not one to share all my failures on YouTube, because that's just not my personality. I share with you what works and then put that online so that people can try the same thing. What they don't know is you can do everything right, but if you make that one key mistake, it could cost you your business. If you want help with your business, email me, Fernando@ZEN'S.com, and I'll see you in the next video.